What's up everyone, Simulator Shane here. Today I want to show you that the pedals are now installed and fully functional. So I've still got the joystick in the cockpit to work the collective with my left hand, but the pedals are now being controlled by the actual pedals and the cyclics being controlled by the actual cyclic. So using the collective, just raising the collective, bring it up into a hover here, and I'm having to put in a bit of left pedal to counteract the torque. And in the hover, the pedals just keep us pointed in the same direction. So we're using the collective to maintain our height, our cyclic to maintain our position, and then the pedals to keep us pointed in one direction. So if I put in left pedal, we'll spin to the left. And if I put in right pedal, we'll spin back to the right. Now we'll transition into forward flight by pushing forward on the cyclic and raising the collective. And as the helicopter gets airspeed, the fins on the back of the tail become effective and sort of keeps us pointing forward like a dart. Which means we don't have to use the pedals as much, but they're still effective in forward flight. So same thing as in the hover, push left, nose goes to the left, push right, nose goes to the right. And as we're in forward flight, we use the pedals to keep in trim. So you can see that there's two little yaw strings on the nose right there. And if we push in left pedal, the yaw string goes out to the left because the air is blowing it, and then the opposite for the right pedal. So right pedal and the string goes out to the right. And we use those strings to just keep the air going symmetrically over the aircraft. So we just use the pedals to keep the yaw strings straight. Now I found that with the pedals installed into the cockpit and actually hooked up, it's actually much easier to fly the helicopter because instead of having to work the pedals and the collective with my left hand, I can now do the small inputs with my feet, and obviously the cyclic is still with my right hand, and then the collective I'm just working with my left fingers here. It's really fun to fly the helicopter with the pedals working. So we'll shoot an approach back into this grass helipad here. As I'm lowering the collective, I'm putting in some right pedal because the torque is being reduced. And as I slow down and descend towards the helipad, I'm going to go through ETL and lose my extra lift, so I'm going to have to put in more power, which is going to take left pedal again to counteract the increase in torque. So there's the left pedal, raising the collective. I have no idea what visual effect that is, but we seem to be in some sort of brownout situation. I have no idea why smoke just came in the cockpit just then, but my cockpit is completely smoked. I have no idea what caused that. I'll look into that. But yeah, the pedals are fully functional. Cyclic's fully functional. Next, just install the collective and get that hooked up. See you next time, guys. Hey, so quick update on the last flight. I was trying to show the pedals operating and I had smoke in the cockpit and I had no idea why that happened. It kind of ruined the end of the video, but I opened up the system failures here in X-Plane. You can see the system failures window there. Sure enough, smoke in cockpit is set to inoperative, meaning the failure is active. And I think the reason that is because I have this checkbox down here selected, which is allow random failures. Every 10,000 hours, something fails. So I guess it just randomly failed the smoke in the cockpit as I'm trying to shoot a video. So that's sim life for you guys.